up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with a hilarious reaction for you because Haminations is finally back with a brand new video called I Still Look Young. Now they've Haminations came out with I Look Young, I think a couple years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. Amazing video, which we have reacted to that. So I'm stoked to see how's an adult Bryson, aka Haminations, still looks like a baby. No, I'm joking, but I'm hyped to jump into this. But before we do, please show Haminations some love by subscribing to the channel and chat. We're trying to get to 250,000 subs. So if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button and join the Sauce Gang family. But enough talking. Let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo, woo. Oh, all right, Bryson. Let it roll.
One adult beverage, please.
Hey, punk. This here bar's for adults only. You gotta be at least 21 to consume alcoholic beverages, so hit the road.
Actually,
Hit the road,
I'm 23,
Jack.
and here's my ID.
Oh, my mistake, little man. Here, have an alcohol on the house.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. What do I do?
Hi, I'm
Okay,
Bryson,
then.
and my most popular
That's
video
how it
is
is when
about
you
how
drink.
I look young. But that was 3 years ago. A lot has happened since then, and let me tell you, I still look young. The doctor
Still look
said
like a
it's because
baby.
of my genes, but I don't know what my pants have to do with any of this. So today, we're gonna delve more into what it was like growing up as such a late bloomer.
It looks like you also have explosionitis.
What? I developed pretty normally at first, but I started to notice some differences when I went to middle school. The other boys started getting bigger and taller, but I stayed fun-sized, as my mom would call it. I didn't really mind being a pipsqueak because it fit my vibe. I was the quiet kid who kept to himself and stayed under the radar drawing my silly little pictures. But the gap between
And you
me and the
became
other
a
boys
massive
only
YouTuber,
got
so it
worse as
worked
time
out.
went on. And this caused people to make comments and poke fun at me.
Wrong place, small fry. The elementary school is down the street. Get it? 'Cause he's small. Yeah, good one. Yeah, pipsqueak.
Great
Well,
one.
at least I know what deodorant is, Derek. I went through middle school and started high school without growing at all. I guess I'm just not like other boys. Most people just don't get me. But with you, it's just simple. I'm glad we're friends. Sorry, who are you? At 16 years old, I was 5'2" and 80 pounds. I remember that because
80
that's seriously
pounds?
the size I was for like 6 years. I was definitely not an average teenage boy.
80
I was great
pounds?
at hide and seek, however, I could not go outside if wind speeds were too high. So, my parents took me to see a doctor.
Yeah, he's definitely underdeveloped. I feel bad for him because men like to feel like alpha males, and he obviously isn't. I mean, look at him. So I'm going to recommend testosterone treatment.
This was a shock to me. I knew I was small, but I generally tried to just ignore it and live my life. I figured that being uncomfortable in your body was
God,
kind of just...
imagine that being a grown adult, not being able to go on you know, like there's things that you can struggle with, like roller coasters. You know what I mean? Yeah, you definitely live a life sometimes, and you don't realize how different it could be, you know?
part of being a teenager and that everyone grows at different paces. But this medical professional told me that my body wasn't manly enough and then immediately suggested
more
TRT to a
testosterone.
16-year-old, which I think is pretty crazy. We even got a bone scan done and found out that my bone age was that of a 12-year-old.
Okay, here are
wow.
the results of the scan. Travel home safely now. This dude's bones suck! I mean, look at it! That's just shoddy workmanship right there!
We then met with an endocrinologist and determined that I was healthy, just a late bloomer. He told me that I could choose to do the treatment or not, and I decided against it. I'm the type of guy to kind of just let things play out. I've never dyed
Let
my
it
hair
marinate.
or gotten a tattoo or a piercing. I knew that this kind of intervention didn't feel like me and that I was more of a default settings type of guy. So, despite people's comments, I did what I felt was right for me. And
Good for
looking
you,
back,
Bryson.
it was arguably the more manly thing to do. I was my own man who did what I thought was right, regardless of people disagreeing with me.
Amen.
Bryson, just because they're called parachute pants doesn't mean they work like a parachute. Don't jump.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm my own man.
Oh.
But on a more serious note, the comments about how small I was and that I didn't look or sound my age definitely bothered me for a while, and I felt pretty insecure about it. Especially when I started high school. It's part of the reason
high
I
school's
never
rough,
had any
chat.
personal social media accounts. But around this time, I started my YouTube channel. It was all very new and exciting since I hardly used the internet before, except for watching funny dog videos. I made my first few videos and people were very nice, until they learned my age. And then it happened, my first hate comment. This guy is definitely lying about being 16. He sounds 12. I kept getting comments like that until finally I responded
say
with,
defiantly?
I don't care if you
Not
believe
definitely,
me or not.
but defiantly.
I'm 16. Stop being rude. And in that moment, I had a breakthrough. Wait a minute. If I truly didn't care, I wouldn't have felt the need to stoop to their level and respond. Maybe instead of projecting
that's
my
how you gotta
issues
do it,
in a
bro.
futile online argument, I should be
that-
the best person I can
I'm
be.
rubber and you're
only
glue. Whatever
focus
you
on what
say
I can
bounces off of
control.
me and
I
sticks
can't
to
please
you.
everyone, and no matter what I do, some people will disagree with me, and that's okay. A breakthrough that many people online still haven't discovered yet. I made my peace with it and
Oh my
accepted
God.
that I was just going to grow up differently than most boys. And that's okay. And it wasn't long before I did start growing. A few years later, I met up with one of my friends who I hadn't seen in a long time, and he was shocked that my plateau at 5'2" was finally over and I had shot past it to around 5'8". We hung out and ate dinner, and he said, "So like, what did they do to you to make you grow?" "Nothing. We just waited. Did you think they put me in the Captain America super soldier device?" "Yes."
Stretched
And
ya.
while I still look younger than I am, as the years passed, something amazing happened.
Puberty.
I'm tall now. And while this doesn't fix the problem area, it has been a nice consolation prize for suffering through school as the short kid. The slower you bake, the farther you rise. What can I say? I am the tallest of my siblings, standing at a whopping, drumroll please, 6'2". Please hold your applause.
Wait, what?
However, I am afraid that my theory about baking slower and rising farther will turn out all too true, because my little brother Brenner is finally starting to shoot up, and he might catch up to me. And I don't like that, because he's the little
6'2",
brother.
bruh?
I just want to grab him and squish him back down to size
he
so I
grew
can
a
keep my
whole
crown.
nother
It was
foot
cool
after
when
high school?
I surpassed all my older siblings, but him doing it would be cringe and stupid, so I'm not gonna allow it to happen. There, fixed. Despite my
Okay, then.
cartoonish proportions, I'm glad I waited and let things take their natural course.
Everything
And
happens
I'm
for a
also
reason,
glad
chat.
I waited because I stayed natty.
Oh, natty. Natty, baby.
One
Yeah,
of the
I don't need that
disadvantages of long
TRT.
legs is doing squats in the gym absolutely sucks. I have to move the weight much farther than the average person just to get to the proper depth. I was at the gym with my friend that's much shorter than me, and her set of squats was like, okay, I'm done. And then mine were like, oh my God! That's one.
Yep.
You gotta do 12. But being
He's
me comes with advantages too. Since I grew so slowly, everything was more spread out. So I never had growing pains or terrible acne. And as every person who's ever met me has already pointed out, it'll work out when you're older because you'll be 50, but you'll look way younger. Which I hope is true. What if I never look my age? I just look like this until I'm 45, and then boom, I'm an old
Boom,
man.
you hit a brick
Another
wall.
advantage of looking
You hit a
young
brick
I've
wall,
discovered
Sean.
since living on my
Oh,
own
Shauner.
is that I can get
Shauner,
door-to-door
you look
salesmen to
old.
leave me alone much faster. Hello, young man. Are your parents home? No, they are not. I do love to make fun of Braden because when we're sitting next to each other, he's taller than me. But when we stand up, I shoot past him. Imagine your
Oh, wow.
younger sibling being taller than you. That's embarrassing. Wait, no. And I think it's funny that being tall is associated with doing sports.
Wow! How's the weather up there? Let me guess.
basketball player?
No, I draw pictures. Leave me alone. The day I turned 21, I decided to do the rite of passage of going into a bar. I walked up to the bouncer, gave them my ID, and watched his brain break.
No, it can't be true. No.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Luke, I'm your father.
They let me in, and I tried a non-alcoholic beer. Bryson, why didn't you just try a real beer? Because I'm stupid sober. I don't want to know how stupid I am while drunk. Also, people say that when you're drunk, that it's like you, but more. But I'm already too much. That would be way too much.
A little extra sauce. A little extra saucy.
You guys. Does anyone want to build a Lego set together?
We can build.
I'm leaving. Anyway, the non-alcoholic beer tasted like yeasty, soggy bread water. 0 out of 10. But the wings were good. Then this guy, who could tell it was my first time in a bar, came up to me and said,
Welcome to bar life, son.
and I said, thank you. I am never coming back. And even at 23 years old, I'm still growing. I wasn't 6'2" until this year. Who knows? Maybe I'll never stop and I'll be 10 feet tall at age 30. As time goes on, people freak out less about how young I look, but it does still happen from time to time.
How old are you? You look 15.
I'm actually 23. But my height isn't the only thing that's 6'2". My wingspan is also 6'2", so my slap range is pretty good. I don't usually slap people, but I could. Not to mention the range of my kicks. That's my plan for if I'm ever getting robbed. Oh, certainly, sir. I'll give you my wallet. Whatcha? If I hug my leg, my
That's
knee
exactly
is
how it works
higher
in
than
real
my
life, too.
shoulders, meaning that my femur is longer than my entire torso. I've got a tiny body and long legs, but it's fine. Legs are probably more vital to the human body than the torso. Look, see, here we've got the, leggy parts, and of course the foot, very vital. And meanwhile, the torso only has the heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys. It's totally overrated. Legs are better and more important. Case closed. I'm glad I didn't try to change myself just to fit in, because it helped me learn to love myself unconditionally. And it helped me find the people who appreciate me for who I was. As time goes on, I've discovered that the things that make me unique are the things that I love most about myself. The moral of the story is to remember that your differences make you unique, and you can use them to your advantage. Maybe you'll use your differences to make a funny YouTube video as a random non-specific example. And it's okay to feel awkward while growing up. I am so glad that I valleyed in high school instead of peaking. Don't be just like everyone else. Be the best you that you can be.
True that.
Huh? What happened? Oh, me. You also maxed out his silliness stat. Meh, it's probably fine. Hi, guys. It's me, your favorite Bryson. Unless you're cheating on me with some other Bryson. You'll regret that once I finish glowing up in 10 years. Don't forget to check out the merch before you leave. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and supporting me, and thanks to my amazing team using their talent to help me bring my creative visions to life. Now, excuse me as I fall off the face of the earth until the next video is done.
Goodbye. Bryson, we love you. We love you on this channel. We love you on YouTube. You're hilarious. Dude, I didn't realize, for whatever reason, I didn't realize he was so tall. 6'2", bruh. That's like super duper tall. Do you play basketball? Which every tall person ever gets asked. No, I draw stick figures. This was hilarious. I miss Bryson. I would have checked this out the other day, but again, we were busy on the weekend. However, better late than never. I appreciate every single one of you guys checking this out. Please show Bryson, aka Haminations, some love by subscribing to the channel. Chat, we're trying to get to 250,000 subs. So if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button and join the Sauce Gang family. Enjoy the rest of your night. And remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, come on another. That's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Coo-hoo, got nothing but love for the Sauce Gang. Peace.